Good morning, everyone. I hope my screen is visible to you. Just type a yes or no. Kindly type yes or no if my screen is visible to you. Okay, great. So today, we'll be solving certain questions from CodeChef. We'll be solving certain questions from the CodeChef. The approach will be I'll be showing you the problem statement, okay, along with the test cases, and you're supposed to write a code. That code I'll copy it, paste it, and check whether it will be running or not. Okay, what are these coding examples? These coding examples are based on the loops. This coding examples is based on the loop, but they are related to some of the questions are related to the real life. Some of the questions are related to the real life. Okay, clear? Okay, so what is the first question over here is have a look at the first question. Have a look at the first question. Okay, what does the first question says? The first question is saying very simple example. Okay, what it is saying is something like this: adding two numbers. Adding two numbers. It is available in the CodeChef. What you can do is you can create an account on the CodeChef later on, and then you could solve it. The questions which I am telling you. Okay, this is elementary level exams. Where how I came over here by clicking on practice and learn. In the practice, first of all, you have to create an account. Once you have created an account, you have to come to practice and learn. When you come to practice and learn, I have to come over here, practice problems by difficulty level. Click on the practice problem by difficulty level. When you click on it, what will happen? You will get the necessary questions. Okay, the questions are beginner, easy, medium, hard, challenge, and peer. Right now where I am on the beginner. Then what happens is the question will be displayed in any random order. Questions will be displayed in any random order. So what I did was I clicked on successful submission. When I clicked on the successful submission, it is telling me that these are the questions which have been submitted by most of the students throughout the world. Okay, and the first question which I'm going to test you based on what I have taught you till now is adding two numbers. Adding two numbers. Okay, now what does the question says is something like this: 3 is a number of test cases. These are the two numbers I have entered. That means for the test case 3, the first set of numbers is for 1 and 2. What we have to do? We have to display the sum, which is 3. For the next set of the numbers 100 and 200, we are supposed to display 300. For the next set of numbers 10 and 40, we have to display the sum, which is 50. This number of inputs will be controlled by something called as n. Kindly pay attention. You're not supposed to accept the data for all the three. As soon as the first set of data is accepted, you have to display the result. That means once I enter 3, once I enter 1 and 2, the moment I press enter, what should happen? 3 should be displayed as a answer. Then I accept the next set of numbers, 100 and 200. Then what should happen? We should display 300. Then 10 and 40, what should I display? It should display 50. Clear? So based on this, tell me, what should I do first? Point number 1. How many variables will be needing? How many variables will be needing? I'll click on the submit so that I can explain it over here. See, if you click on the submit, it will open the various coding samples. So I am selecting Java. Okay. I'm selecting Java. So what you can do, you can remove all this code. Remove everything. Okay. So here what I will do, I will not type the program. I will just explain what you need. I need two variables A and B for accepting the data. But how many times this should be done? This is controlled by something called as T. What is T? T is a number of test case. T is the number of test case. That means this A and B should be accepted T number of times. That means if I enter this as 5, then A and B will be accepted 5 times. If I enter it as 1, A and B will be accepted 1 time. That means this is going to control your loop. This is going to control your loop, right? So the value of T will be controlling your loop. Within that loop, what we need to do? We need to accept the value for A and B. What we need to do after accepting? We need to display the sum. We need to display the sum. Yeah, it is 1106 by 1111 or 1112. I need a solution from you, which I can be pasting it over here to check whether your code is right or wrong. So point number 1, let's remove all this and keep only import java.util.scanner. The first step. Step 2 is what we need to do is declare 3 variable in t, a, b. What we need to do, we need to declare a scanner object. Okay. How we can declare scanner object? Scanner obj equal to new scanner system dot in. Okay. After that, what we have to do? We need to first accept the value for t. So how we can accept the value? We'll say obj dot next t, because that's what the question says. We need to accept the value for the t, and based on the value of t, we should keep on accepting the value. Okay. So what I will do, I will say while t not equal to 0. While t not equal to 0. As soon as a t is not equal to 0, what will happen? What we need to do? We need to accept the value for a and b, right? So I will say a is equal to obj dot next int b is equal to obj dot next int. As soon as numbers have been entered, what we need to do? We need to display the sum. So how I can display? System.out.println, and how we can display the sum? A plus b. A plus b. Okay. There is a class main, there is a main, you declare TAB, scanner object has been declared, you create T, you accept the value in T, you accept the value of A and B, but this will be an infinite loop. So what we have to do, we say T minus minus, T minus minus. So we keep on decreasing the T. Now once the loop is over, what we should do? We should say obj dot close, obj dot close. Got 2 solution, 3 solution. Yeah. Once you are done that, click on custom input. Okay, click on custom input. Just test it by typing, let's say 3 is a test case. First 2 numbers 1 and 2, next 2 numbers 10 and 200, next 2 numbers 200, and minus 200. Let's assume these are the three test cases. Okay, let's click on the run. Let's click on the run and see what happens. So your submission is queued. Based on your net connection, this may take a little bit long. Okay, I made a mistake over here, so I have to go back and change this. And when I do this, I get 3, I get 210, and I get 0. Looks to be okay. So what you do is remove this custom input and click on submit and click on submit. It will ask you, are you sure you want to submit this particular solution in the practice context? Say yes. Now what is happening is it is going to the server, okay, it is running according to the hidden test cases. That's what happens to the exams. Okay, it is searching for some big test cases written by the user, some developer who has designed this particular code. It is coming under something called as flow 001. This over here you should get tick mark. Over here you should get tick mark saying that this is taking so and so second and this many submissions have been done by the students. Is it clear to you? Is the question clear to you? Are you comfortable now? How to work on the CodeChef? Kindly note, you cannot solve all the questions for a very simple reason. That will need a knowledge of the data structure. But some of the questions you could solve it without a knowledge of data structure. I will be solving it. Rather you have to solve it. So what we'll do, we'll go back to this particular practice school. Okay. So now let's see what is number mirror. Okay, this is straightforward. If you enter 1 2 3, it should display 1 2 3. So we won't be solving this. We'll go to sum of the digits. And let's understand this. You are given a number n, write a program to calculate the sum of the digits. Have you done it? Yes, we have done it. But now we have to do it with the test cases. Okay, the first line of the input contains t, which is the number of test cases. For each of the test cases, you have to accept a number and you have to display the sum of the digits. Let's consider this. What is 3? The number of test case. What is the first number? 1 2 3 4 5. So what should be the sum of this particular question? The sum of the digit should be 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is 50. Then accept the next number, 3 1 2 0 3. What will be the sum? 3 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3, 9. Next number is 2 1 2 3. So 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2, which is 8. Clear? If you look over here, who is the author? Some Wiki002, who is a 1-star coder, has designed this particular code. Okay, and these are the possible language in which you could write it. So I'm showing the question for you. Now the time is 11:14. By 11:20, I need the answer. Is the question clear to you? So let's check out the solution right from the beginning. This variable name is not right. Rest of the code is fine. Digit sum, yes. Naming convention is followed. Good. Okay. Then Dhruv's solution, digit sum of the digits, good. Then Pratik's solution, digit sum, yes, following the convention. Akshit, sum of digits, good. Wonderful. Great, great, great. So got 6 solution. Okay. So let's now go for, let's see what is find remainder. Write a program to find the remainder when a is divided by integer b. 3, 1 and 2. Okay. 200 and 200, 40 and 50. Yeah, okay, we'll do this. The question says, the question is something like this. The question title is find remainder. Okay, find remainder, designed by Vicky. So, 3 are the number of test cases. The first two numbers are entered. What we have to do, divide the number a by b. So when you divide the number a by b, what we get the remainder. That remainder has to be displayed. So 1 divided by 2, remainder is 1. 100 divided by 200, remainder will be 100. 40 divided by 15, the remainder will be 10. So we have to display the remainder. We have to display the remainder. For this only 3 minutes. By 24 it should be over. At 24 you can paste the solution. The question says for n number of test cases except two numbers, okay, and find the remainder. And find the remainder. Divide 1 by 2. So what we get? We get the remainder as 1. Divide 100 by 200. We get the remainder as 100. Divide 40 by 50. We get the remainder as 10. Is it clear? Okay, so let's see. Find remainder, naming convention not followed. Good. Remainder. Do not give remainder, give something. Find remainder or something like that. Find remainder, that will be good. Find remainder. Good. 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 Lucky 4. Next question is lucky 4. Now what does the question says is for the n number of test case except a number. What is a number? Number of integers. Okay. Except a number. It is an integer. So let's assume the first number entered is 447474. Now what you are supposed to do? You are supposed to count the number of 4. You are supposed to count the number of 4. Okay. So what will be the count of the number of 4? The number of 4 is 4. In 2 to 8, there are no 4. So what it should give me? 0. In 6664, it is the count of 4 is 1. So it should give me 1. In 40, the count is 1. So it should give me 1. In 81, the count is 0. Your program is not taking the test cases into consideration. It is only finding the sum of the digits. That's why it's an error. Is it clear, Mansi? Your program is not taking test cases. It is only finding the sum of the digit. We should put this in another loop. That is for the test case. That's for the test case. See, what I meant was, it was something like this. I will just show you the code written by some other student. You have to include this particular line. Then it will work. Okay, in this question, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to accept the number of test cases. Okay, accept the number of test cases, accept the number. So if it is 5, then we need to accept the 5 number. But first accept the first number. And what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to count the number of 4. How many 4s are there? 4 are there. So it will give me 4. Accept the next number, 2 to 8. In 2 to 8, how many 4s are there? 0. So it should display 0. In 6664, how many 4s are there? 1. So in 40, 1. In 81, 0. Is it clear, Vinay? See, these problems are on CodeChef. You click, you go to the home. Okay, you go to the home. Kindly create an account in the CodeChef. Once you create an account on the CodeChef, okay, you have to go to practice and learn. When you go to practice and learn, go to practice problems by difficulty level. Go to practice problems by difficulty level. Click on this. When you click on this, you will come to this set of the questions. Okay. Once you come on this, what you have to do, you have to click on successful submission. When you click on the successful submission, what will happen? It will show you the lowest to the highest. Again, click on it. It will show me the highest to the lowest. Highest to the lowest means most of the students have submitted the solution for this. And when you click on this, there will be certain set of questions. The questions where you can do it using looping without array, those examples we are discussing. So the question is lucky 4. Okay, let's see some of the solution. Import java.util.scanner, count of 4, declare the object, accept the integer, for I is equal to 1, I less than n, accept the integer, is it greater than 0, find the remainder, if remainder is equal to 4, count is 1, and then divide the number and display the count. Okay. Second is by Yuvraj, declared scanner, class name is main, that means you're using online compiler, it's okay. And then remainder is equal to 4, done. Third case, Vishal's solution, except the input, test case greater than 0, number of 4, good, digit is equal to a percentage 4, equal to 4, number of 4s, great. Atinder solution, scanner, t is equal to sc.nextInt, t greater than 0, input is equal to s.nextInt, number input is equal to 4, count is incremented, good. Number of 4, number of digits, a greater than 0, wonderful, good. So I'll wait for a minute or so and then I'll tell you what changes we need to make in this particular code. Okay. Let's start. Now what I want you to do is something like this. Pay attention. I want you to accept the number of test cases. For simplicity, let's take it as 2. Let me put it in a comment. Let's assume it is 2. Accept the first number. Accept the number. Okay. Also accept the number which you want to search. Assume that I want to search 5. So what should happen? It should give me the output as 1. Okay. So sample input will be something like this. 2 is the number of test cases. I enter the first number as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I enter the number to be searched is 5. What should be my sample output? My sample output should be 1. Okay. Next number is 3, 6, 7, 8. The number I want to search is it's a single digit we want to search because it's a single digit processing. The number we want to search is 0. In this case, what will happen? 0 is not there in 3, 6, 7, 8. So it should give me 0. It should give me 0. Is the question clear to you? I'll be accepting the number of test cases. I'll be accepting the first number. I'll be accepting the number I want to search. Okay, what your program should do? Your program should check whether 5 is available in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is, display the count. Next number is 3678. What I want to search? 0. So it should now check 0 in 3678. Is 0 available? No. So it should give me the answer as 0. So please make the modification in the same program. It will be 2. There are 2 occurrences of 5. So it should be 2. It should count the occurrence. It should count the occurrence of the number entered by the user. Any more questions? Kindly fire. Input, you accepted a check. Then you said count. Count, where is count? Count is inside or outside? Count is inside. Okay, great. While input greater than 0, count is equal to 1. Kindly check every time, no, when you are accepting a number, count should be reset back to 0. Count should be reset back to 0. That was a trick. See, the count is equal to 0. You are accepting a number. Yes or no? Number count plus plus. Next time what will happen? You are accepting a number, count is again made to 0. That's good. So kindly make sure to reset the value of count. We'll wait for a minute because you have to just declare one. You just need to accept one more variable and count should be reset. Okay, next. Mansi, I will have to have a look at your code. Can you just paste it in the chat window? Because I don't know what is line number 7. Okay, next input digit. If d is equal to digit, okay. Count, and count is reset back. Okay. Mansi, are you trying this in a CodeChef or are you trying this in an online compiler? Or are you trying it in Eclipse? Have you been getting error on Eclipse for this code or for other code also, Mansi? Are other code on the Eclipse working? Okay. Then I will tell you the necessary steps for installing the Java along with the Eclipse. Maybe it's not in the position to point to the correct Java. So in this case, what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to accept the number and reverse the number. So if the first number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it should be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So how will you read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It will be 5 into 10 raised to 0 plus 4 into 10 raised to 1 plus 3 into 10 raised to 2 plus 2 into 10 raised to 4 and so on. So for that you have to formulate certain formula. Once you do that, you will be in a position to write a code for finding the reverse of the number. Take your time. I'll wait for 4 minutes. Yes, most of the students have figured it out. So what we have to do, we have to say reverse is equal to reverse into 10 plus a percentage 10 plus a percentage 10. I'm assuming that your number is a. Next. Next question is about the factorial of the number. Okay, next question is about the factorial of the number. What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to accept the number of test cases. For each and every number entered, you're supposed to display the factorial of the number. Okay. So if I enter 4, then what will happen? I have entered the number as 1. So I need to find the factorial of 1. I enter 2, I need to find the factorial of 2. I enter 5, it should be factorial of 5. I enter 3, it should be factorial of 3. Kindly write the code. Okay, the submission of this code will give you an error because we haven't still learned how to handle the 100 factorial number, because which is way greater than the integer. but I just want you to try it out in the online compiler, how to find the factorial of n number of numbers. Scanner, okay, this is the first. Vishal. Scanner, test case, accept a number, long factorial, good. Store it, display it, reset it back to 1, again keep on doing it. Good. Let's see Amrit solution. Scanner, test case, number, long factorial because the number may go quickly out of hand. Then again for display. Okay, good. Hmm. 3, 4. One moment. Then you wrote a function, good, and you return the value which was displayed over here. Wonderful, good. Before that, did I miss any solution? Yeah, Pratik solution. Scanner, test case, number, factorial, display. Good. Now, this question is all about understanding. This question is not about solving. This question is all about understanding. Now you have been given this particular problem statement. Okay, you're supposed to understand and write your explanation about it. has finished basking and frosting his cupcakes. It's time to package them. From here, start reading till here. Read it carefully because the question is about comprehension of the question. Have you understood the question? No, you have taken the 5 as a number. 5 shouldn't be taken. It should be accepted from the number and then it should be passed to the function. Otherwise, it's okay. This particular part is wrong. Fact 5. Input was number of test cases. Along with the number of test cases, we have to pass a number from the user. So if I enter 3, let's take the number as 1, 2, 3. So you have to pass the number to the particular function. Is it clear, Avinash? Okay, now that you have gone through it, see, this particular line will tell you the answer. Chef then gets eat the remaining cupcakes. Chef enjoys eating cupcakes very much. So help chef open the package size A and let them have eat as many cupcakes as possible. And the input is something like this. 2 is the number of test cases, 2 and 5. And this is the explanation. So this is the very first tricky question. Kindly look at the quality of this particular question. Okay, the quality is really great. Obviously, the programmer is 6-star. Okay, this is the guy who has written it. This is the one who has tested it. They are both 6-star coders. How we get the stars? You have to participate in the event. You have to keep on solving this particular question so that your ranking will improve. This question I am not explaining because I want you to understand it, go through it, take your own time, understand it, and come up with the solution. Okay, so first step is all of you should create an account on the CodeChef. Okay, please do that. As soon as this lecture ends, kindly create an account on this. Then go to practice, go to search problem by difficulty level, come to this particular question, packaging cupcakes, go through this question and go through this sample input, output and explanation, and then try to solve it. So in the today's class, what I told you, I expose you to this particular coding samples, okay, which you should be solving. It introduce you the concept of a nested loop. It introduces you the concept of a nested loop. Coding Ninja's concept was little bit different. What they did was the nested loop question was implemented using the patterns. They used something called as a pattern to illustrate the concept of a nested loop. I took the examples from the CodeChef along with the test cases to explain the concept of a nested loop. So you know now how the real life coding samples are along with the patterns. So both of them should make you comfortable in the nested loop. Are you comfortable in nested loop? All the students. I hope you have started nested loop in the class. Have you started nested loop in the class? And I hope you are doing well in the pattern question. Okay, in case you have not started, tomorrow I will start with the nested loop from the Coding Ninja samples. Okay. Meanwhile, what we have done, we have solved add two numbers, sum of the digits, find remainder, lucky 4, reverse the number, and packaging cupcakes was something as an assignment. Okay. So tomorrow we'll again discuss the nested loop communication by solving some examples from the Coding Ninja. Okay. Once the nested loop is over, then I will tell you the questions you have to attempt from this so that you can solve it using a nested loop, because some of the question will require array, so those questions should be skipped. I'll be giving you the list of the questions you should solve from the CodeChef. Clear? So that will be the end of the session for today. That will be the end of the session. Tomorrow, nested loop using Coding Ninja. Clear? You all can leave.